The additional element that, shall I say, complicates this is the assumption I mentioned before that, oh my goodness, I wonder how much Twitter is paying Elon Musk if he is actually willing to risk $35 million that remains on his contract. Well, evidently Twitter is not paying Tucker Carlson anything. Elon Musk tweeted last night and said, on this platform, and he, by the way, quote tweeted Tucker Carlson's video, he said, on this platform, unlike the one-way street of broadcast, people are able to interact, critique, and refute whatever is said. And of course, anything misleading will get community notes. I also want to be clear that we have not signed a deal of any kind whatsoever. Tucker is subject to the same rules and rewards of all content creators. Rewards means subscriptions and advertising revenue share, coming soon, which is a function of how many people subscribe and the advertising views associated with the content. I hope that many others, particularly from the left, also choose to be content creators on this platform. Which also substantiates what I suspect. Again, I don't have any insider knowledge of what's in Tucker Carlson's contract. I do have an idea of what goes on in this industry that I work in, this industry that I have existed in for a decade now, and I suspect that Tucker Carlson wants Fox News to sue him and that he's not going to be stopped from bringing his show to Twitter. It's going to be fun to watch it play out. I got to show you two of the craziest videos that I've seen. They've gotten almost 1 million views on Twitter right now, but even that number seems small compared to what kind of attention they should be getting, given what happened in these videos. So let me give you just a little bit of a background here. At the annual meeting of Berkshire Hathaway, that's Warren Buffett's operation, every year they have a shareholder meeting, as these big conglomerates always do. At their annual meeting, different people, different shareholders can get up and speak, make proposals about how the company is run, how the board is operated, who is in charge of the board. So at this meeting, you have Warren Buffett on stage listening to this, what looks like an auditorium full of people, different people coming up to the microphone. A man by the name of Peter Flaherty came up to the microphone. He is the chair of an organization called the National Legal and Policy Center. And his agenda at this meeting was Proposal 8, is what he calls it. Proposal 8, and this is a quote, would require hereafter that two separate people hold the office of the chairman and the office of the CEO. So he wants an independent chair for Berkshire Hathaway. He doesn't want Warren Buffett to be the head of this. This is not a new proposal. Flaherty introduced this proposal last year. It's a very common proposal at shareholder meetings for this kind of conglomerate. None of this is significant per se. None of this is what makes this story so crazy to watch. As you will see in this video, when Peter Flaherty goes up to the microphone and begins to present his argument for why there should be an independent chair of Berkshire Hathaway, he makes the argument that Warren Buffett has a political ideology that is not neutral, a political ideology that tinges the entire operation, and therefore the two, the CEO and the chair, should be separate. The reason that, or not the reason, but the explanation for Warren Buffett's political ideology clearly was opposed by Warren Buffett himself. You can hear it in the microphone. But I want to show you first a video of exactly what Flaherty said so that you can understand the context of this argument. And then I'm going to show you a video of him being arrested. Yes, arrested. So first of all, take a look. This is Flaherty's remarks at this shareholder meeting.
I am Peter Flaherty, chairman of the National Legal and Policy Center. If we had an independent chair, the company would be less identified with Mr. Buffett's political activities. He's donated tens of billions to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. As Bill Gates explained when the company was still together, although the company bears our names, basically half our resources have come from Warren Buffett. If woke culture is the disease, then philanthropy is the virus. The Gates Foundation bankrolls the teaching of critical race theory around the country, including that math is inherently racist. The Gates Foundation offers a gender identity toolbox, which asserts that gender is a result of socially and culturally constructed ideas. This is a lie. Gender is not a cultural construct. It is a genetic and biological fact.
It's at this point that a woman comes up to him and tries to interrupt what he's saying.
You're not going to censor what I say, ma'am. I'm very sorry. and I'll appeal to the chair that I be allowed to continue. Sir?
You may continue, but you're under a 3-minute limitation.
Of course. We know how much Bill Gates cares about children. He met and traveled with Jeffrey Epstein many times after Epstein's convicted sex crimes. The Gates Foundation had a huge influence over the COVID response fiasco. The Gates Foundation may be the largest single donor to the dark money machine known as Arabella Associates. It funds causes like defunding the police, making American cities unlivable. Money goes also to groups conducting threats.
Okay, so let's understand exactly what happened in that video. In that video, he was speaking at a 3-minute limitation for how long he could speak. About 1.5 to 2 minutes into it, a woman tried to interrupt what he was saying. He was making his argument for why Warren Buffett is too political because of Buffett's close ties to Bill Gates and Bill Gates' close ties to Jeffrey Epstein. These are all documented facts. This is not speculation. This is not opinion. After the woman interrupted him, he appealed to the chair and said, am I allowed to continue? Why is this interruption happening? The chair allowed him to continue, and less than 30 seconds later, the microphone was cut. I spoke to Peter Flaherty before this show. I spoke with him today, and he said he wasn't aware when the microphone actually was cut. He couldn't tell because there were so many hisses and boos in the audience, so he didn't know. But then, I'm going to show you this video. Then, it wasn't just that his microphone was cut. Security quickly approached Peter Flaherty at the microphone and not only told him that he had to leave, when he asked, well, why do I have to leave? I haven't finished speaking. They arrested him. Take a look at this. I'm going to narrate for those listening to audio what you're seeing here because there's not as much audio on this, but let's take a look at this.
Managers should not treat shareholders' money as their own. They should treat the shareholders' money. You let them make the whole decisions, but we do not let them.
You can see him being walked out by security, by police, and another security guard stops another individual. This is so bananas. Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.